From the sun-drenched villas of Tuscany to the marble-clad apartments of Milan, Italian decor has long symbolized effortless elegance. La Dolce Vita isn't just a phrase, it's a way of living. In this video, we'll explore how to bring that refined, timeless beauty into your own home. Italian interiors often begin with a reverence for history. Arched doorways, worn wood beams, and frescoed walls evoke the nobility of the Renaissance. These aged details aren't flaws, they're the soul of the home. Embrace vintage textures and inherited pieces to add authentic charm. Tuscan-inspired decor brings warmth and organic beauty. Think terracotta floors, stucco walls, and wood-planked ceilings. Layer the space with sun-baked colors, ochres, burnt sienna, and soft greens, and allow natural light to flood in through wide, rustic windows. From Carrara to Calacatta, marble is a staple of Italian luxury. Whether it's a grand fireplace, sleek kitchen countertop, or sculptural coffee table, marble adds timeless sophistication. Let its veining tell a story of movement, depth, and natural artistry. Italian decor revels in ornamentation, but never feels gaudy. Gilded mirrors, carved consoles, and intricate ceiling medallions all hint at regal roots. These luxurious details add visual drama, perfect when paired with more grounded elements like linen or rustic stone. In Milan, Italian decor takes a modernist turn. Clean lines, monochrome palettes, and designer furniture rule. Balance these with soft textures, velvet drapes, silk cushions, to keep the space inviting. It's all about minimalist precision with a luxurious heart. Channel the look of a Roman palazzo with soaring ceilings, large-scale artwork, and sculptural chandeliers. Add velvet armchairs and travertine coffee tables to anchor the room. It's dramatic yet comfortable, an opulent space meant for both conversation and contemplation. Frescoes aren't just for cathedrals. You can recreate the look with hand-painted wallpaper or mural panels. These visuals add a classical narrative to your walls, giving depth and culture to any room, particularly a formal dining space or elegant hallway. Italian kitchens celebrate cooking and conversation. Use open shelving to display pottery and oils, install a statement hood over your stove, and opt for natural stone countertops. Add wrought iron accents and warm wooden cabinetry for that rustic luxe balance. Whether it's a grand feast or intimate dinner, an Italian dining room is always a little theatrical. Think long wooden tables, antique chandeliers, and plush chairs. Dress the table with linen runners, ceramic plates, and tapered candles for effortless sophistication. Italian bedrooms are serene sanctuaries. Choose a carved headboard, silky linens, and low lighting for a sense of intimacy. Incorporate soft neutrals and pastel hues, with touches of gold or crystal to elevate the mood without overwhelming it. bathrooms in Italy are often mini retreats. Marble reigns supreme, paired with gleaming brass fixtures and classic pedestal sinks. Add a freestanding tub near a large window, and let sheer curtains filter the sunlight like a Roman daydream. Terraces and courtyards play a major role in Italian homes. Stone patios, iron furniture, and terracotta planters make al fresco spaces feel like extensions of your interior. Add string lights or lanterns, and enjoy la Dolce Vita under the stars. Italian homes often feature walls in rich, sun-washed hues, warm yellows, muted reds, soft blues. These tones mimic the Mediterranean landscape and bring warmth indoors. Use lime wash or matte finishes to give walls a naturally aged look. Sophisticated Italian design thrives on material contrast. Combine rustic textures like rough stone with refined fabrics like silk or velvet. This interplay keeps a space visually rich, highlighting the country's love of craftsmanship and tactile beauty. In Italy, lighting is never an afterthought. Chandeliers shimmer above dining tables, sconces flank mirrors, and candelabras flicker on mantels. Aim for layered lighting, natural by day, moody by night, to add ambience and architectural drama. Italian interiors often mix antiques with newer pieces, celebrating age and story. A carved armoire or weathered bench can anchor a room with character. These pieces don't need to be perfect, in fact, their patina is what makes them priceless. From framed sketches to dramatic oil paintings, art is essential to Italian decor. Don't be afraid to display large-scale works in small rooms. The Italians believe that beauty belongs in everyday life, and that includes your living room wall. Italian homes rarely feel sterile. Books, ceramics, travel finds, they're all part of the decor. But there's art to the arrangement. Group items by color or material to create harmony, not chaos. It's about telling your story beautifully. Italy's fashion houses influence its interiors. Think of Gucci's maximalism or Armani's minimalism. Echo these aesthetics in your home: velvet pillows in rich hues, sculptural furniture, or even wallpaper with a bold, designer flair. Olive trees in terracotta pots, rosemary in kitchen corners, and ivy cascading over balconies. Greenery is a must. These plants add life and a gentle scent to your home. They're also a nod to the Italian countryside's wild, untamed beauty. Set the tone with a beautiful foyer. Use marble floors, an antique console, and an oversized mirror to create a sense of arrival. A single statement piece, like a bust or urn, adds gravitas and timeless appeal. From ancient Roman mosaics to patterned terracotta, tile plays a starring role in Italian homes. Use bold patterns in a hallway or bathroom, or stick to classic white in a kitchen backsplash. Either way, Italian tilework adds color and craftsmanship. Italian drapery is never basic. Floor-length silk, tasseled tiebacks, and layered sheers turn windows into works of art. Choose luxurious fabrics and allow them to pool slightly on the floor for a soft, romantic finish. Italians love to mix old with new. A sleek leather chair beneath a gilded mirror? Absolutely. A lucite coffee table beside a Baroque settee? Perfection. This blend of eras creates a layered, intelligent interior that feels worldly and lived in. refined masculinity with leather club chairs, dark walnut desks, and olive-toned linens. These grounded pieces contrast beautifully with gilded mirrors or silk curtains, achieving a stylish balance of strength and softness. Italian homes use rugs not just for comfort, but for composition. Persian or Abyssinian rugs add traditional elegance, contemporary ones in abstract designs suit modern villas. Either way, rugs bring together furniture and define space in a graceful, curated way. A morning espresso at a marble countertop. Linen napkins at every meal. An olive oil cruet as centerpiece. Italian decor isn't just visual, it's experiential. It invites you to slow down, savor, and surround yourself with beauty in daily life. Fragrance completes the decor. Use candles, diffusers, and fresh herbs to infuse your home with notes of bergamot, rosemary, fig, or citrus. The right scent transports, and in an Italian home, every sense should be seduced. Sophisticated Italian decor is more than a style, it's a feeling, a rhythm, a way of living that finds richness in simplicity and elegance in detail. From timeless marble to rustic beams, your home can echo the grace of Italy. La Dolce Vita is not far away, it begins at your doorstep.